So you're doing everything right. You're trying to correct form in your exercises. You're trying to strengthen. You're trying to stretch. You got the scans, your MRI scans, X-rays, CT scans. You also are taking supplements. Yet you're still in this cyclical aspect of pain. You still have the same exact pain, or just moving around and you're just chasing pain. This doesn't mean you're broken, but you haven't been told the other side of the story. Hi, my name is Kento. I am a physical therapist, aspiring to be a psychoanalyst, and we are going to talk about this particular experience. I can't tell you how many people I've met through the years that had chronic pain, and there was no clear answer to why this is happening. And they've been told that they're old, like they have a knee of a 90-year-old when they're 30, or they have arthritis, they have a disc bulge, but none of it really explains why the pain is happening, or why the pain moves, or why it flares during really stressful times. And worse, what happens is they will start feeling like it's their fault, that they're doing something wrong, or their body is this fragile thing that is like this broken glass or an eggshell, and makes us believe that we are this fragile thing. And I want to kind of share with you of this research, because research is really starting to catch up with this and showing us differently that about 80% to 90% even of cases of chronic pain, they have this thing called neuroplastic pain. What that means is that the nervous system is stuck in a protective loop even when the body itself is okay and safe. I just want to make sure I say that this doesn't mean that the pain isn't real, nor it's in your head. The experience of it, what you're going through, is very much physical, but the solution to it may not be coming from by fixing the body. That it includes more of how the mind, the emotions, your nervous system, along with the body works together. Because the reason why this is so important, and this is something that is usually a hole or a void in our medical society, is because our medical system has born from this fundamental, from a biomedical model. What that means is that we first find something that is wrong with the body or biology, something that's inside in body, and then we go from there. Now, that has led us to many great discoveries, but when it comes to chronic pain, it has created this notion that everything has to be from the body. So I can't share how many times I talk to people and I can see how certain symptoms and everything is coming from a neuroplastic place and it's involved. But because of the learning and conditions that we've gone through, and I want to be very honest that I've also been feeling that for a very long time. Until I start to see the evidence, but also evidence in me. So I want you to know you're not the only person feeling this way. Now, why am I sharing you this? It's because this changes everything of how you might approach things. Because if pain is not always a sign of something is wrong with the body or the body is broken, healing isn't just about fixing the body anymore. It's about helping your brain and nervous system feel safe again, to recognize how much of danger signal based on what you've learned, maybe it's your personality, maybe it's your upbringing, has created is the wrong word here, but how our nervous system is conditioned in a way to be in that place. That's why things like breath work, somatic practices, or just good conversations and addressing these belief systems about the body can help in ways that the scan never will. So when we talk about these things, I can go into it a little bit more, and I'm just going to, because that's not what's in my script, is when we look at MRIs, we have learned to find things. And what we've learned how to find things is a lot of things we find in the MRI are often normal, abnormal things that happens as if you are a human being. And these things include things like herniated discs, spondylolisthesis, spinostenosis, degenerative disc disease, rotator cuff tears, arthritis, meniscus tears, labral tears. The amount of diagnoses that are considered normal, abnormal things, and we put a diagnosis on us, it is Guys, it's immense. There's so many. And I wish we talk more and more about this outer here, because now, so then we can actually start giving more empowerment back to the individual and not get so stuck in the diagnosis as well. Diagnosis gives us some clarity, without a question, but it doesn't mean you are broken. It is quite normal to feel that way. So if this resonates, I've got more videos coming up to help break these down step by step or share these things. So if this resonated, please leave a like or comment or subscribe, and know that if you've been told there's nothing wrong with you or that it's all in your head, you are at the right place to figure out that you're not crazy. It's not in your head, that there are things that we can figure out.